Welcome to another Video Marketing Minute. I'm Eric Kalis, Chief Marketing Officer for Square 2 Marketing. You know, when I hear good news about inbound marketing, I just want to tell the world. And I have an amazing story to tell you about one of my colleagues, Adam Franklin, from Blue Wire Media Down Under. He sent me an email explaining how he generated 891 inbound leads in just 1 month. I asked him how he did it, and he gave me his 8 tips, and I wanted to share them with you today on our Video Marketing Minute. Tip number 1, Adam created lots of landing pages. In fact, our friends over at HubSpot say that companies that have over 15 landing pages on their website generate 55% more leads than companies with less. So Adam completed his 14th and 15th landing pages for his website. Number 2, he spent a lot more time on keyword research. Of course, he was always involved in SEO, but he tried to think of different ways and longer ways that people might be searching for him, and then created content to match up with that, so he was capturing a lot more search. 3, he decided to scale back a little bit on the length of his content. Instead of generating a 20-page ebook, he created several 1- and 2-page free reports, tip sheets, and guides. He also worked on their interesting titles to generate more interest and, of course, more conversions. Number 4, he really played around with his calls to action, those little buttons that say download now or do whatever you want someone to do. He worked with color, he worked with the copy that he was using and the placement. And by testing and tracking this, he was able to increase the amount of conversions just by enhancing his calls to action. Number 5, he wrote me that headlines really matter. And what he meant by that was that he used to do the headline as an afterthought when he was done creating the piece of content. But this time he really did a lot of work on creating a very powerful headline. In fact, his headline, The 7 Deadly Marketing Sins You Should Avoid, even though it was the headline of the same piece of content, outperformed the old piece of content handily just by tweaking the headline. Number 6, the work really starts when you hit publish. Just because you create a lot of content and you put it on your website doesn't mean that your work ends there. In fact, the real job, where the rubber really meets the road, is where you push that content out in front of the target market. So look for places where your target market hangs out. Blogs, conferences, social media sites, or perhaps guest blog posts. All of those places are where your content should be placed in front of the right target market to drive them back to your website and convert them. Number 7, while using that same line of thinking about pushing it out there, he really leveraged social media. He made sure he asked every single one of his colleagues on LinkedIn and all of his friends on Facebook and his followers on Twitter to help spread the word about all this new content that he generated over that 30-day period. And they responded, increasing his reach to not only all of his colleagues, but all of their connections as well. Once again, more reach, more introduction to the content, more conversions back to his website. And the last point was that he really worked hard on both his organic search and his referrals. And by that I mean, by referrals, he asked every single blogger that he had done any kind of business with prior, will you please repost some of these blog posts? Once again, getting a lot of referral traffic. And secondly, he worked hard on his organic traffic, as we talked about earlier, with new keyword phrases and getting involved with new links to other places. In fact, it was so powerful that the combination of organic search and referral links were 650 out of the 891 leads. Now I know your head is spinning. Content marketing, inbound marketing, it really works, but it takes some elbow grease, so to speak. And if you can follow these 8 tips like Adam did at Blue Wire Media, you'll have the same kind of results. Hey, check out Blue Wire Media's website and their free report, The Ultimate Inbound Marketing Flight Plan. It's an amazing tool that you can use to organize some of your content. I hope I got you thinking differently about your sales and marketing. For more information like this, don't forget to check out square2marketing.com, and we'll see you next week.